Ladies and jeeps, it feels like it's been quite the while since there was any necessity to watch one of these videos and talk over the top like I'm Dr. Superior Pants and I know everything that should go on. Oh, they fucking done this wrong. They bollock this up. There's been no need. They've just been playing terrible Magiques for the last 3 or 4 weeks. And if you want to watch some terrible Magiques, the Dr. Bumcheeks channel is here for you, ladies and peeps. But apparently these guys have got, what do they have? News on the economy, new features, new spaghettis, all of that kind of shit. And if there's something worth moaning about, I think it's worth talking about. So let's watch them. I think, well, we'll just see. I don't know. I've not pre-watched this video, so join me as if it were live in finding out how tight Wizards are squeezing our balls for coins. Moving on. Oh, 30 seconds. Nah, I'm too impatient for that.
Thanks for joining us every week for these streams. This one's a little early today, and part of the reason is because
Nailed it.
We got a really big update coming tomorrow, and we wanted an opportunity to talk about it before we let a bunch of people in our community show it to you. And to that end, I brought head dude in charge, also named Chris. Our game director, Chris Clay, is joining me today.
Yeah, finally better, finally back.
Yes.
Almost back to fighting weight, not quite, but feeling much better. Really excited about this update.
Yeah, I'm happy that you're here. People in chat kept asking about.
I want to make a joke about what his fighting weight is, but looking at him, there's a chance he might be really sick, so let's say nothing about it.
At you, especially like as we kept pushing back the AMA that we're going to be doing with you, which we've got scheduled.
Oh, I see. Did I bring my doctor's note? If you want my my picture from when I was getting my CT scan, I can bring that in. Yeah. That stuff is not fun to drink down.
All right. Anyway, welcome to.
Anyway, enough about you being sick.
Wednesday before our big Dominaria update for MTG Arena. There's a whole slew of stuff that we're going to be adding into the game. Please make sure as soon as you're finished with this stream, we're only going to be here for about an hour, and we got like a hard out because starting at 1 o'clock right after the stream, 1 o'clock Pacific time, we got about 20...
Yeah, 1 o'clock Pacific time on a Wednesday. Premium time for all the Magiques nerds to be watching somehow. One of these days, whiz-bangs are going to understand what the fuck they're doing.
About 27, exactly 27 streamers who are going to be out there. We gave them early access to the client, set them up with cool accounts, really similar to the ones that we've got here, and hook their special accounts up with some gems and some Dominaria so that they can show this off to you. Because I mean, we're going to have a lot of fun, but part of the reason you guys have worked so hard on building this is so that other people can enjoy this game. So we're going to.
Yeah, we'll give them special accounts because if we don't, it'll be shit, and you only need to experience the shits. We can display it like it was real Magiques. It's fine. Everyone, calm down, you fucking dweebs.
Give everybody an opportunity to do that. If you guys are participating in that early access event and are hanging out and chat with us, say hey, say what's up. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you guys. I see Amazonian in there so far. Whole bunch of cool kids. Looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with over the next 4 hours. I have talked a lot. I do that. But I would like to show people things. Would you also like to show people things?
I would indeed like to show some things.
All right. Well, this is your baby, so I'm going to let you drive.
All right.
Clearly, that is just code for pulling his dick out in a lift. That man has done it. He's not really sick. He's on probation. It's one of those things. We have to speak the truth. We got to count Dankula this up. You can't fight the truth, Chris.
Let's
jump on in. Ooh, look, Dominaria. Teferi lording over us all with his look of concern / well, that's just concern. Yeah. Silent judgment.
And I mean, starting off is the big one. So we do have quick draft over here. Draft is coming. Yep. Really excited about that. I know as a limited player, I have been long waiting for this day.
So it's funny. Like I've already seen some stuff that we might as well talk about. 750 gold quest PogChamp has come up a bunch. Yeah, we've revamped the free-to-play economy quite a bit, haven't we?
Yeah. So I know there's been a lot of speculation around it. We're really excited to finally talk about it. If you're interested in all the details at this very moment in time, I'm leaning over here and I'm going to post the state of the beta, which will have everything listed out in detail.
He's got to log into his computer because it went to a sleep screen. But yeah, Clay, he's posting the state of the beta that has all of the information about all of the economy stuff listed there. So please don't leave us. Stay with us. We're not going to run through everything here, but know that it is there for you at forums.mtgarena.com in the general discussion category. You'll find this. It'll be hanging out there. Hopefully within a couple seconds, it'll be pinned to the top.
Right. So, and on the note, on the feels bad, we're at the screen because the way that the quest system works, if you have quests already there, they're going to be there until you complete them. My advice for all the players is to go into the update with one quest that you can recycle, because when you recycle the quest, it will come back as one of the new quests that have a value between 500 and 750 for the rewards. Yeah. And that is part of the baseline economy. What we're trying to do is get more gold into players' hands. Part of that is, with the ICRs, that turned out to not work the way we had expected. They were meant as a sort of like, oh, you want to keep playing, here's some bonuses, and they were seen as a primary point of progression past the baseline. We've really worked on the heartbeat of the economy.
I fucking knew it. That's not these guys' fault. It's Thirsty Majik Twat's fault. So he's basically just said, after your 4th win, all those extra cards you got were just supposed to be like, here you go, have some shits. And fucking nerdy cunts were taking it as, this is my reward for winning 35 games a day. Oh, look how small my balls are, ladies and chibi. Fucking balls. I knew it. I knew it. Well, so they're getting rid of him. I fucking knew that they were bullshits. But you could occasionally... Well, that was what the ultimate gamble was. Occasionally you'd get a sex bomb out of it. Still, I'm glad they're getting rid of him. You got to play this game for the funds. Otherwise, what are you doing anything for?
So between your quest each day and the win bonuses, you're going to be able to earn at least 1,000 gold. So that opens us up to at least 10 packs a week between the daily quests, the win bonuses, and the weekly awards. And then beyond that, we don't actually expect people will be spending their gold necessarily at open packs, because we've got events in store for you. And we're
That's a bit of a switch in what... Well, obviously, it's a complete departure from what we were used to. You couldn't spend gold on anything except packs. And he just said he doesn't expect us to open packs with our gold. That's interesting. So, I like to speculate. I'm sure he'll tell us exactly how much a draft costs by the end of this video. Perhaps even by the end of his sentence. But I like to formulate plans as information becomes available. So you can, in theory, get 1,000 coins a day. Hopefully he's not talking about quests, because then you just cast 30 white spells and then that's it, really. That's balls. You need to be playing Majiks. But then you're not opening new packs with your coins. So then your decks aren't going to get any better. Maybe they're moving harsher and harder towards an actual cash economy. What do you think? Well, you don't need to think, because we'll probably find out in a minute. So rub your dicks.
We're really excited about getting events in, because events are what we expect people to be playing once they get through their heartbeat. And that's going to be what you're going to use to basically accelerate your earn down the line.
It's also part of the core to any good, well-functioning economy like this is you have to have options for people who just want to get on and play, and whether they're good casual players, you want people to get rewards just simply for playing your game. But you also want the people who are want their skill to really matter, to have a venue and an outlet for that. And events are going to be, in addition to an opportunity for you to extend your play and your ability to earn rewards over the course of a day, there were players who have skill in mind are going to be able to see some additional benefits from taking people to town.
Yep, and events are our playground. That's where we're going to be doing the most experimentation. We haven't set up a determined baseline for entry fees and awards out. That's really where we're going to play. We've got the quests that are in the state of the beta, and we have some surprises in store. And we'll see how it goes. And that will be a place where we're going to be doing more tweaking as we go through the beta.
Cool. Let's talk about draft real fast, actually.
All right, before they talk about draft, Okay, so it sounds like that it's gonna be a lot more restrictive, ball restrictive in the next few weeks while they figure out how much they can squeeze out of us before we'll either start spending cash or give up. So I presume you'll be allowed to put real money into this game from today or from the update. When is the update? Tomorrow, I think. All right. Well, Bubs. Yeah, I think. Okay, so he's got gems. I never noticed that. So you must be able to buy gems. Can you earn gems? Fuck knows.
Because Quick Draft is like, it's called Quick Draft very specifically for a reason.
Correct.
I don't want to spoil or steal your thunder. Why are we calling it Quick Draft as opposed to some other term?
Well, eventually we will have pod drafting where you're playing or drafting with all humans in the pod. For right now with Quick Draft, it is meant to be an experience where any time of day you get into the draft, you're going to be drafting against bots. Obviously being bots, it's something that we need to spend a lot more time tuning. So we're going out with this first to give us the time to get that into the shape we want. It's not going to be a replacement for pod drafting, but we think it is going to be an experience that players are going to enjoy. Right now, I can tell you that the bots are a bit in the player favor because...
Bots. I don't think any of us expected bots in the drafts. I presume you're not going to have to play bots, but then not Hearthstone, Eternal have that format, and it's actually really good. But then do they take cards in draft? I don't think they do. I don't think it's like a proper draft in Eternal. He just said it's in the player's favor, so it's obviously just going to be take everything that you need. But then the person you're playing against also probably has everything they need. So it's just going to be like a weird sealed, where whoever opens flying sex bomb mythic is going to win all the time. But is that like real draft? Maybe it is. Fucking bullshit. Who knows?
Because the bots are drafting to win, so they're going to do some things like pass, dual lands where a human might pick those up. We'll look at that. We'll continue to tune it. But there's also an experience that's going to be really important down the line. This is something that's easier for new players to get into because you can take all the time you want. You can exit the draft, come back in later. If you need to go look at tier lists on the web to try and make a decision, you can do that. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, so I see you guys in chat, and now is when I get to be real with y'all. I am like the hardest core drafter. Like it is my preferred method of playing Magic. We are in our beta right now, and so there are things that we have to test. Like this is a drafting process. We are going to want to be able to. We're trying to build this game also to reach a very wide audience, but also make sure that our core audience is happy as well. And so, coming up with a easy to enter, less scary, wider appeal version of draft is something that's very core to us as we start to grow. Don't worry, we are absolutely working on putting together the normal 8-man potted draft against other human beings experience. You won't play in pods. It's really similar to like Magic Online's league draft model. But we're working on that right now. We have not forgotten you guys. Do not worry. It's just getting this up and going ahead of time, especially because it's got some pieces that need to be tested a little bit more. Part of the beta process, right?
Right, and I saw some things going by. You're not going to be playing your matches against bots. You're playing against other humans in the queue.
Yeah. So another.
All right, let's tackle that one. It's such a difficult mesh to get correct, catering for hardcore Owen Turtenwalds and Magic Duels players who don't play Magic Duels anymore. And I don't. Obviously, this is just the beta. It's missing half of its features. I don't know if that's the approach to take. It's going to be so difficult to blend like the two polar opposites of Magics correctly and profitably. Like, if you want to play Magic in its full Magic Judge, stick up the arse, uptight wankers, then they have Magic Online, right? If you want to play casual, do a shit, maybe it's going to be this, but then it's got to be cheap. And if they're catering for everyone, I don't think it will be cheaps. Well, it's a beta. I'm sure someone's fucking knobhead has already written in this guy's chat. There's nothing to do except see, I suppose. But I think it's going to be super difficult to nail it for everyone. Who's going to play this? All of us, probably, who are interested in this game to begin with. You're not attracting any new that's any like new players who understand Magiques are not going to get horny for this, I don't think. Plus, nobody knows how much it costs. Well, they probably do. Temporal-wise, I don't know because I've not got to that stage.
Thing that I want to make sure that we catch on. So we caught a whole bunch of people checking out the fact that we'd increased the amount of gold you get from quests. I did see one person commenting about the win with, black-green deck, for example. Those are gone, right?
Those are gone. We've removed them from the pool at the moment. They really weren't doing what we wanted. The restrictions on the decks to accomplish them were too harsh. Back to the drawing board there. We're going to be working on some refactors of the quest system to improve it moving forward, but they will not be in the pool for this stage of beta.
Cool. Well, another good...
That's good, because they were bollocks.
Segue for us then. Again, we've increased the amount of gold that players are getting from quests and from the other play methods. Let's just head on into the store. Let us show them what we've done to pack prices, because they're the exact same. We've increased the amount of gold. We have not increased the amount of gold required per pack.
That's correct.
There you go. You can stop panicking about that. And you'll notice we've also fully fleshed out our store now so that it contains what the bundle prices are for what gems are going to be. We can show you, we're not going to dive into all this stuff on stream because we got way too much other stuff to worry about, but all of the information, including what the gem bundles cost, as far as the real money transaction stuff that gets turned on in this update, and then what the pack bundles and all this stuff. All of this information is on the forums in the state of the beta, so we will leave you to check it out there, but that's where it is. I can tell by the fact that all of you guys have started posting information that we haven't shown on the screen. Some of you have already gone, which is cool. But yeah, so you
Apologies, ladies and peeps. Just want to double check that I'm actually recording everything that I'm saying. All right, we did it. No balls ups, sort of. Apart from that little thing. That was technically a balls up. We got 1080p's. Yeah, we do. All right, let's carry on.
Packs still cost 1,000 gold.
Yeah, and as we go in, we're gonna go open some packs now.
Yeah. Let's open some packs. Let's start off with that. I'm gonna rush to it because this is what you'll see a little later on. We granted all of these packs because opening packs is fun, and more importantly, opening packs also charges your vault, and we've made some changes to the vault. So we want all of our streamers later on and us right now to be able to show you guys what we've done for the vault.
And I'm going to go through these pretty quick.
Yep.
Wow, this is a nice 10-pack.
Wow, well done. Well done, you.
Yeah.
Whitelist.
So I didn't realize. Well, I don't know what have they done. Why is this got the new border, but these rares don't? Because there was a previous Galta had that, but Jade Light doesn't. Weird. Also, I'm pretty sure we are not getting 1,000,000 packs. It's just for the sake of this. What else? It looks like you only get Dominaria packs for your win bonus, which, again, is just going to skewer the game's available card base. I've not seen any Amonkhet decks because they're too difficult to obtain. Unless you spend all your packs on Amon shits. You did, until this point, get Rivals of Ixalan packs. If this game is supposed to be like a standard replication bollock, then you can't just give people new sets because it comes across as just being an advertisement for the new set in real life. But they're charging premium balls. I think you should. That's something they should do, is implement a system where your reward packs can be any pack that you want. Especially if they're going to release another two. What is it? A Kaladesh and Ether Revolt. How are you playing a Kaladesh deck with 3 Kaladesh packs? Fucking balls.
Much?
No. No, I'm just basically blowing all my luck when I get to live. This is pretty much ensuring it.
All right.
But gonna go through this pretty quick as we
Yep.
get to.
I have figured it out. The wonky borders are for legendaries. We did it. We solved it, ladies and peeps.
Get to building. Interesting.
All right, you got a vault open.
Yeah.
You gonna open them all and then go through the
I like that opening 10 packs is probably the most exciting thing you could do in the game. And he's just doing it in silence. Like, give me the fucking shit. Give me my shits. Move on. Fucking dweebs.
Yeah, I'm going to get a couple out of this, I'm pretty sure.
Like I said, you're driving. I'm not going to side seat drive you. You do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not
this is
bad
what happens
match.
when you open 10 packs in a row.
Yeah.
When you're opening 10 packs at the same time, it doesn't show you the commons or uncommons. It just shows you the rarest mythics and wild cards that you
It's
get.
not bad.
All right. And the big one, Dominaria. I'm going to take a little bit of time here.
Got to read the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, so there's a whole bunch of really cool stuff. You'll notice that he's already got at least one grayed out card. We also made sure that because the whole point of this Dominaria early access event is to show off Dominaria, we wanted to make sure that our streamers later on could build whatever decks they wanted to. So for the accounts that we gave them, the accounts that we're using for this right now, we stocked them up with a bunch of Dominaria cards so that people can build whatever they want to. I've already got one idea for a deck that I'm going to be building today, and it is super awesome. So I don't want to spoil anything. I'm gonna wait until you guys get to watch me take a walkthrough. All right. I'm still cracking packs because I was real dumb and opened one Rivals of Ixalan pack, and so I had to individually click through the other 9 before I could get back to open 10. So.
Yeah, I think Nate's going to go rats. I don't know that I am. So I've got a bunch of vaults.
Don't, you spoiled it. You literally just ruined my secret. Why would you do this?
So the other thing we have updated again is the vault. The vault contains a mythic rare, 2 rares, and then 3 uncommons. With the new cadence of the base economy, we expect if you're playing it out, you're going to be opening a vault at least every 3 weeks.
All right, it's better, but it's not as good as pre-NDA. I think this is more of an example of ball squeezage. But it's better. You get your mythic wild card, 2 more bullshits. It's fair enough. 3 weeks. It does take about 3 weeks to open a vault. Oh, but what if you're not opening packs? That's the thing, ladies and peeps. This is the bold squeezage. If he says you're using your coins to open rewards, no, not rewards, to play in events, you have to come out of that event with more than you went in, or you're getting literally 0 shits. I suppose you can only learn by doing. And I'm going to do your mum. I'm going to learn nothing about it, except what a trip to the clinic is like.
And depending on how you do in events, that could be a lot faster.
All right. So Dominaria is making an appearance beyond just the cards. A lot of the skins that we've seen around, obviously the menu screens have got Teferi and Teferi Jorah and Karn. And so we've updated other areas of the game that we'll get to now. In fact, you're showing off one of the little minor updates that we've done. It's kind of a cool little visual thing. It adds a little flair to things.
Yeah, just a little. We added deck boxes. They're fun.
We like them. They're not game breaking. We recognize this.
Yeah,
so.
it's another little thing too. But we're getting through some of the what I call the happy path. The happy path is it works. You can get through it. The last update, we obviously revamped the menu scenes quite a bit, and now we're fixing some of the things that weren't quite on the happy path, like you don't have to scene transition to swap out your deck. You can do this right on the landing page.
Yeah, and this is, again, like, thank you for all of you who have continued to recognize and reinforce the fact that we are still in beta, because we are. Like, we're still building things. People who want new features and everything added in, we're listening, and we're making changes. But there's a bunch like this. Getting this stuff in takes time, takes work, and there's a lot of little quality of life things that we're going to continue to refine in addition to those big, broad, sweeping things. You guys want drafts. You should be focusing on that instead of focusing on these small things. Why don't we just do it all? Like, just takes time. Roll it all out like that.
It does.
So, all right, let's build some decks real fast, and then we can fight against each other.
I kind of wanted to do knights, but
you do what makes you happy. My deck building is going to be very easy.
All right, I think, because I haven't watched one of these in so long, I think we'll just allow them to play their games. I'm going to give you a quick prediction. He said rats, so I presume he's going to build rats. This guy seems like this kind of serious cunt who knows that and is just going to pick first strike. He's already said knights. So lots of first strike knights. How's he losing? Fucking try hard little son of a cunt. Just to beat his mate. What a cunt.
Because I am a giant child, and I want to have fun.
all right, we'll get some.
I gotta. This deck is gonna be very important. I have to play. Let's see. I'm gonna change things up ever so slightly. Let's see. This is very important for me.
Oh yeah, this makes sense.
Don't cheat. Don't look.
You told me what you're building.
No
so
ghosting.
I don't even have to look over.
Don't ghost. All right. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We gotta. Man, where are you? Where are you, friend? We're building the best deck in whatever we want to name this format. MTG Arena, currently available, constructed.
And we have updated the cards, so the legendary cards do get the legendary frame.
Oh, nice.
Little details.
I appreciate this. All right. Good thing we gave us wild cards, because my Amonkhet packs did not provide me.
First strike knights. What a little shit. Well, we already know what's going to happen then.
Don't look. Stop.
I'm not looking. I'm looking at the cards.
All right.
Let's forward to the game. If we miss some chat about the economy, eat my balls.
I'm sitting around admiring my handiwork. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, you know, one of those things that players don't necessarily see. We did a matchmaking update a couple of weeks ago. This is one of those big data things, but on the analytics, we've got almost all of our matches happening at a plus minus 2% win rate on the MMR matching. So that is working much better. And we're working in a future update to make sure that players understand the quality of the matches. We're going to be changing the ranking system, son, to make sure that that comes across.
Well, I don't believe it's a 2% swing because everybody knows I'm King of Magiques and gold rank. I seem to play fucking brand new players and just smash their balls all day long. Fucking load of old tits.
Oh man, new avatars. Although technically they're both Bells and Lock, right? That's how, if I understand how Bells and Lock works, is Bells and Lock is love, Bells and Lock is life. Everything is Bells and Lock.
Your opponent will always be Bells and Lock for now. Eventually we'll get to the point where you're choosing your avatar, but it's not there yet. All right.
All right.
I can make this work.
So we're going to play enough games that you will get to see the Dominaria board. It's not the only board that's in there. It's just added to the rotation, right?
Yep. Another thing that we've been seeing feedback on the forums on is around emotes, and that is something that's on our mind. We've got a little bit of a refactored emote system going on right now, and we're looking at additional opportunities there. I know I've been in enough games where I wanted to do an emote that I couldn't quite get across and not be a jerk, so trying to walk that fine line between communication and toxicity. Fun stuff. And the rats are coming.
No, not yet. I mean, I have to take some time off. I have to feed them to my crocodile.
Saga.
Is it a first strike? Oh, just vigilance? Oh,
Ooh.
wow. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, the sagas are fun.
That's the first time I've seen one of those. That is awesome.
So we've updated the summoning sickness as well. I think we're in a good place here in terms of readability and visuals, but we'll keep taking feedback. Rats, just more and more rats. I'm not quite sure I thought this through.
I'm having so much fun right now.
Two things. He's just enjoying this far too much. And he is just like, oh, I didn't think this through. You thought it completely through, Chris, you fucking liar. First strike knights against 6-1 rats. You're a filthy whore to play your mate like that. Twice. He did that last time I did one of these. His mate was like, I don't care. I'll play 66 cards. They had to move him forward because he needed 60 premiums. You fucking bitch.
Sure. I'm glad you're so amused. For anybody who hasn't seen the posts on the forums, as once you get to 4 rats, you can add as many rats as you want to the deck. Oh god, the rats. Yeah.
Oh my! I'm actually crying.
All right.
Like, look, he's got a fucking first strike lifelink bitch in his hand. The game is done. What an arse hat. What an arse hat.
That's all rats, and more rats are coming.
There's no end to the rats.
All right. I think I'm doing okay. I got enough of the night tokens.
You do. The best part is like I just no follow up. Like it's my follow up is hopefully Bantu's Monument kills you at some point. So
yeah.
Putting ways to refill my hand would have been. Oh man, you know what I need? I need the Helm of the Host. That's what I need. Oh, she's first strike. Ew. Okay. All right, we're just gonna.
What a try-hard little bitch.
Do you have vigilance?
Yep.
How does she have so many abilities?
All the things. Yeah, not quite.
I'm not having fun anymore. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, first strike is cheating.
Yeah.
Like, why are you being so mean to my
I
rats?
wanted him to fully say what he thought.
I think
I wanted him to just say, why are you being such a cunt, Chris? It's just me and you trying to showcase the game. Why are you playing a deck that any man watching this video would build to win? He's just playing fucking dumb rats, and you knew that.
rats have been mean to humanity throughout it, and we're just getting our revenge here.
These are digital rats. Digital rats haven't done anything to anyone. They're pretend rats.
That is a lie. I can confirm that there are people on the dev team who have had to suffer through the bugs from digital rats.
That's,
so.
that's fair.
Do I want to make that trade?
What trade?
Oh, that's right. Oh, crap.
Oh, man, we're making this one.
Yeah.
Block. This is when you blow me out because you have some sort of trick.
No.
All right. Yeah, I'm still dead. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, man, another Bantu's Monument. Now everything is real cheap. All right.
I totally misplayed through that, but that's
It's
okay.
legendary. No! I guess that would make sense. All right.
In auto-tapping, we don't have any major updates to auto-tapping coming out with this. Next deck I put together, I will put together a multicolor deck. I can walk you through a little bit of how I use the auto-tap system. Players have pretty clearly identified the biggest problems with it. And when you have a card in hand that you want to reserve, the system isn't looking at your whole hand, it's doing a best guess. And that's the place where it falls down the most. We've got some ideas around how to handle that.
Good game.
Yeah, good game. You look like you were having fun.
And that's interesting that he says the AI or the land tapping mechanics or land tapping AI, I don't know what the proper term is, doesn't look at your whole hand when you cast a spell, because the most annoying thing to me is that you'll have all black spells and then it will tap all your black mana and then you'll just be left holding your dick, which is fine. Everyone likes holding their dick, but not when you're playing Magiques. That's the difference between us and the apes. We're supposed to be holding our mouse. Fucking bullshit sometimes. Still, alright, it sounds like you still have to manually tap your balls to make sure, which is fair enough. And by fair enough, I mean just fucking annoying.
I had a lot of fun for like 5 seconds, and then I stopped having fun. All right, I'm gonna build a new deck real fast. What kind of cool Dominaria stuff do I?
Let's get over to the.
Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I want to build.
There was a guy in here I saw. I think I'm gonna try and make work.
So are we gonna have now that we're putting more sets in? Are we gonna add a spot to the filters where we can filter by set down the road?
That's on my short list for sure.
Awesome. That is good to hear.
Did I misspell it? Oh, man.
I get to ask questions that I don't know the answer to either, which is
Exactly.
fun. All right, what should I build the deck around? Slimefoot? Or
No, that's
build
what
the
I'm
Slimefoot
doing.
deck? All right, what should I do? Wizards deck? All right, we're going to do a
Wizards
Wizards deck.
Sure. So Deck Builder has had a minor update. The tiles now match with the card title bars. Just makes it a lot easier to parse what you've got in your deck.
Okay.
We've got a lot of little touches like that throughout the client. Yeah, still seeing the collection by set. ICRs are still in the mix, but they're as part of the event rewards, and we're starting them at uncommon. So they're uncommon, and we're having multiples. So when you're opening up ICRs through an event, you're going to have a much better chance of having a good ICR experience and less of the grind ICR experience. Let's see, other questions. One of the other things that is on the list is the manual tapping of lands, because you do have to play a chase game. One of the things that we want to look at is just having the stack be a stack. If they're tapped, they go to the back of the stack, so that it makes that experience much faster and easier. Green, black, sure. All right, I got to focus on deck building because I can't multitask in my brain like this. But
because it's super serious. Fuck it then. Let's watch. Let's see what cards are available.
Cool.
All the cards. I don't know what I'm waiting for.
Sorry about the silence.
We're gonna cut a couple of those. Cut a couple of those.
Switch it over, obviously.
Yeah, let's add a couple of these guys in.
Card's not great in our deck. Let's go back and add some more instants and sorcery.
Time
I saw a
stream.
question fly by. Can you get wild cards while drafting? And you cannot. That would certainly skew the wild.
Can you get wild cards in a draft? What fucking maniacs asked that question?
The drafting experience. The draft packs are
Full packs.
full packs. The land cards have been removed, but they are full packs.
Oh, that's what I should do. Let's get this out of the deck. I have a better idea. I have a better idea than I had before.
One of the big
All right, if he's taking cards out, I can't be asked. Let's have a look.
And just because he's so good.
Bam. That's where the game
Done
starts.
a really good job making sure that we're trying to pull this information in and trying to pass it off to people. So
Yeah, and saw a question.
Look at that face. It looks like a fucking Muppet's face with that huge mouth, like one of those old bastards in the gantry at the theatre. I don't know what they're called. Old Man Joe and Stinkballs Charlie.
Go by, can you pay for drafts with packs? The store packs are very different from the draft packs. The way to enter is with gems or gold.
cool. So all drafts are keeper drafts. You are keeping the cards that you select. So don't discount the fact that you are getting 42 individual cards that you have also gotten at least the agency to select for your collection as a part of the draft experience. So these drafts are not phantom drafts.
That is correct. You get to keep what you find.
What happens to gems after a while? I will answer that question right now. That's a very good question. Basically, the way that it's going to work is there are two types of gems. There are the gems that you purchase with your with money, and then there are the gems that you earn as a result of your performance in events. What we're going to do is anything that you purchase with money, as far as gems go, you're going to get those same gems back after the wipe. Anything that you would have earned as far as gems, or anything that you have, purchased with, the gems that you got through earned, those will not be refunded. So it's all, like anything that you have spent money on, you will get refunded the gems for that, just not from the gems that you've gotten from events.
And
All right, so you get gems as rewards. I feel like that might be sort of convoluted to give you multiple sources of rewards. So you get cards, gems, and coins as well. Cards aren't currency, but they are rewards. Yeah, like I say, I suppose you have to wait until you put it all into practice for yourself to see how well it works. All I know is Chris Clay tries too hard to win these fucking stupid games.
draft packs do contribute to vault progress. And any cards in the draft that would vault at the end.
I had to mulligan. My hand was not great.
My deck is probably not great, but yeah, we'll make
Oh, my deck is... Oh, it was full of mythics. Oh, what a shame.
Worse.
He's
Wanna
he's
play?
just one of those nerds.
Keep it. This is going to be real bad.
So, in terms of grinding, again, to focus on the way we're trying to set things up is the base grind is going to be the wins and the quests, and then after that, if you're looking to grind more, we expect you to be going to events to do that. One of the events, Quick Constructed, with your gold earn each day, you can basically enter that twice. You're going to have to save up for a draft over the course of, I think, 5 days to get into a draft with gold.
Just so you know, like what is May 4th is when the first quick draft event is, something like that. Like it's not going to be immediately upon the release of the event and we'll basically want to make sure that people have an opportunity to save up and earn the gold, like under the new free-to-play economy. Make sure that you have access to the gold that you need to be able to play in those events when the first draft fires. The first draft will also be, it will be Amonkhet block, is that right? Or something like that. I think that's what it is.
Amonkhet Hour.
Amonkhet Hour, yeah.
Yeah.
So we actually have an event schedule that is supposed to be going up sometime soon.
Yeah, the event schedule actually went out with the state of the beta, which is live. So you can definitely look there for that information. Saw another thing coming through. When is Best of 3 coming? That is obviously a really important feature to us.
Yeah.
Shortly, it is on the short list.
From what he said about the grind, this is the second time I felt like he was suggesting grind your balls to play a draft or a constructed event at the end of the week. If you do that, you have to use all your coins that you would have spent on packs, and then you won't have any cards to put in your decks anymore. Unless your draft, can pay out with good rares. There are 15 cards in a draft pack, but there's still only one rare. You got to do multiple calculations to work all of that shit out. I don't know. I feel like this is a very convoluted stage of the beta, but maybe it will all play out like a dream once you actually do it. I feel like Cabby's got nice maps, and that's all we need to know. Yeah, I said it. Eat my shit.
No, I believe that this second quick draft event, the one the following weekend, is Dominaria. Not 100% positive. Double check that event scheduled just to make sure.
So eventually we will have a casual queue. We're not there yet. Mostly just making sure we don't split the player base in closed beta too much, but there will definitely be a casual queue for people to play in.
Oh, man, for a second I thought he said a casual cube. Nearly spunked them up heads, ladies and peeps. A casual queue. That's pretty good. I do want a casual lineup. The only thing that's shit about casual queues is that there's still no policing who uses it. So you can get like Dr. Kenji with his 200 free packs building an in commas experimental deck with 14 mythics. That's not very casual, but what can you do about it? And plus, there might not be any rewards for it. Yeah, like I say, who the fuck knows?
So saw the no grinding. I guess that really comes down to how well we do with the events, and that the events are where we expect players to grind. You can go infinite in them. Some of that, of course, comes down to player skill. And
some of it, all of it, dickhead.
When you're in an event, the matchmaking is going to be win-based, so you're going to be matched with people with similar wins. It is modified by your limited MMR, but we will see.
Kuno to the idea of getting a Twitch add-on so viewers can mouse over cards and view them. That is an idea that I've had for a while. I really like the iterations that I've seen out there. It is a question of, it is definitely something that I am interested in pursuing, but it's not something that is in the immediate future, I'll say. Just sacrifice things, right? It's all 2 sacrifices. All right.
So, is Shock in the welcome decks? The 2017 welcome decks?
I don't know. Maybe.
Or is that Kaladesh Ether Revolt? Sorry,
yeah.
Saw a question about Shock. Kaladesh and Ether Revolt are coming down the line as well. We're not too far away from them either. Language of support. That is something that, if they're not watching the stream, the team downstairs is working on right now.
And if they are watching the stream, hey guys.
Yeah. We've had some fun bugs in the last couple releases just around the work to get language support going for all of the people not on English Windows systems.
Play.
Does rank affect draft opponents? It does not. There is an MMR behind the scenes that has a very minor impact, but everyone's starting on an equal playing field, and over time, that doesn't shift things much. It's more within that pool, matching people within that win-loss bucket with people of similar skill.
Let's see. To answer a couple questions, once we are in sync with what the current, once we have standard in, we are going to be adhering to the standard ban and restricted list, correct? Additionally, as far as, got another question about what we're planning on doing on our rotation, that is something that we are in the process of exploring right now. So we will have an answer for you closer to when the rotation comes. Which is another one of those things I know you guys love it when we tell you that stuff. All right. What do I want to do here?
Most of the events have packs as rewards, so getting into events not all of them. I believe Quick Constructed does not, but drafts have packs as rewards. Secret things in the future as well.
Right now, we have the things that we have to work with, and in the future, we may have more things. So, who knows? Who knows what the future holds? We have an idea. Open API for app creators. We've been having a lot of conversations about third-party apps and the people who are coming up with some really, really cool ancillary things, and I don't think we have a full decision on everything just yet. It's something that we know there's a lot of people doing a lot of work out there and have come up with some very, very cool, interesting little add-ons, and we're aware of them. We'll be keeping an eye on them. We'll see in the future how we want to handle all that.
Yeah, so when it comes down to external apps, generally, as long as the app isn't trying to communicate with the servers, we're generally okay with it. It's the line we're starting with. And then we'll see.
Shouldn't have played that land.
Yeah. This game got hard. Let's see. I caught a couple of questions earlier about does cracking booster draft packs, cracking draft packs count towards your vault? And I believe the answer is...
the answer was yes.
Oh, it is yes? Awesome. Yeah. Cool. Learn something new. Let's see.
Yeah, so I think we've talked with people on the forums about Brawl, in that Brawl came up on us quick. This goes into another question on Two-Headed Giant. We are not currently set up to move towards Two-Headed Giant. That's not in our roadmap at all. That's a much more complicated problem. And our rules engine isn't really set up for it, and that's part of the challenge around Brawl. It's getting into the command zone and then linking it through to all of the other systems that we're currently supporting. On that note, I have been looking at getting in a singleton event and trying that out and seeing how it goes. That's a much...
Wow, two-headed giant not on their radar at all. That's weird, considering two-headed giant has been sort of a mainstay in Magic's duels, because it's been quite easy. I don't know, I suppose there's lots of things to consider if you're trying to market this game as a pseudo-competitive option. How do you have to have your teammate that you know? There's no communication between players. I never thought it was that tough on the old Xbox games, but apparently, stick it in the bin.
Much easier ask, and I'm hoping we can get that in the not too distant future.
Yeah, it was one of the biggest things about Brawl is Brawl's kind of cool for the way that collections tend to grow in Arena and that they grow wide. Like wild cards give the ability to focus in a spot, but a lot of times people build up wide collections. So having those access to a singleton event like that would be a cool way for people to be able to use what they got. Please don't kill me. Yay, I'm not dead. Oh, yeah, I mean, I am real close. Like,
So if you go, one of the questions is if you can't enter draft for packs, how are you supposed to go infinite? When you pay into a quick draft with gold, the reward out of it is in gems. So you can earn enough gems to go right back in and play again. Sorry.
it's okay, I'm pretty sure I'm dead on board. No, I'm not dead on board.
Yeah, you are.
Am I?
Yeah.
Well, that's not on board. It was in your hand. It's literally what the definition of on board is. I want to run back with these decks. This deck is fun.
What are the thoughts on deck trackers? I know we've got one out there in the wild, and I believe we said that's okay. It's all data that you could capture. It's not leaking anything that is unknown. So as it stands right now, we're okay with that. Any chance for a Momir basic style event variant in the future? Potentially. That is certainly one of the events that could come in. I know that there are members of the rule team who really like that as an event. It's fun. So that's definitely a potential one.
If you want, like we have all the information on the rewards and record requirements for the events in that state of the beta, correct? So like all that information is up there for people who are looking like, what do I need to do to go infinite in draft? It's right there. So just find your line where the amount of gems that you are winning from a draft is equal to or greater than the cost of the draft, and you're good to go.
One of the questions I saw fly by is, are there any changes to timers in this update? And there are. We are increasing the amount of time that a timeout allows. There are a couple
You
of
fucking are having a laugh. Increasing the timeout bar, you fucking nerd bullshits. It needs to be quartered, you silly cunt. Fuck me. The amount of times, like, it resets between phases. So you can theoretically have 5 minutes per turn. Eat my ass, you fucking dweebs. We all know there's only one kind of cunt who benefits from that, and it's super small balls, controlling negate opt slags. Fucking, it's ruined the whole game. I'm fucking deleting it tomorrow.
Unplayable without that change, mostly around the new perspectives and the ability to get to the point where you can have it go off and have the time to sufficiently do this. There are some complexities around that. I've been looking at timers a lot. The thing I can say on the grand scale, 97% of all of our matches happen in under 20 minutes. There's 3% that go beyond the 20-minute boundary, and we're looking closely at that echelon of games. Some of those games that go beyond the boundary are people who are slow playing on purpose to be jerks, and please don't do that. The thing that we're looking at for the next timer update is...
people, please don't be a jerk. That's it. That's all we're doing. But we're increased the time that you can do it. Because, you know, it's Magics. You fucking assholes. That's the worst part of this game. It's that you're at the mercy of fucking little pricks. Bullshit.
Having more of the time allowed focused around performing meaningful actions that can't be undone, and taking some of the base time out of it. You got in the queue and matched with somebody else?
Look at that. That face is of a man who knows Magic's is bullshit.
Stop matching with me.
Yeah. So timer changes are coming. Most of those will likely be in the next update.
Stick them up your fucking ass.
Let's see.
What are you two
Kick
doing?
off another game. We got enough time for probably one more. We're gonna have to.
You're gonna do Wizards again?
Yeah. I don't think we got enough time to necessarily build another deck and then go for it. So. So we had some questions about friends list and challenge matches. I know that we answered this in last week's State of the Beta, right? It is like we kind of, I think, to use the phrase that was used in the State of the Beta, rip the date off on that one. It is not coming with this update. It is something that we want, but there are more things that we need to get put into the game before that. But it is on the roadmap. It's just don't expect it in the near future. That's the best way to put it.
Correct.
And challenge matches are actually a step even beyond just getting a friends list and all that taken care of.
Yep.
So.
Ordering triggers on the stack is another one of those things that we are well aware of. It's in the not too distant future. I can't say exactly when, but
cool. It's on the roadmap.
It's on the front end of the roadmap.
Yeah.
Because it is one of those major parts of the rules that we have not currently implemented. We know it's a missing gap, and there are cases where people are going to be losing matches because of it. Most likely in the cat token deck. Another exciting thing with the cat token decks is I know a lot of games have run into issues when you've got a lot of the priests out and the stack gets crazy. There is still the possibility of getting to the point where there are enough triggers that the client will crash, but we've put in a lot of protections around that and changed some of the communication to reduce the problems with it.
All right.
Yeah, I actually don't know what's going on with the entry there. There was something in our debug client with that. I'm not quite sure how it slipped in. So I'm going to be looking at that right after the stream.
What is he talking about?
Welcome to the beta. And not even just a beta. This is we are literally to do this stuff. Even with the players who are playing in the stream right after this for the Dominaria Early Access event, find out who they are in the State of the Beta today. We got links to all of them. Actually,
Don't
so
do
there's
that.
a pinned
They're all
post
knobs.
about today's Early Access event that you all should go check out. It lets you know who all of the 27 streamers are. Go check them all out. Find a new favorite. Find someone you like. We'll also be hosting through a selection of them on our channel afterwards. So go find somebody.
So the question on the wild cards, that is referring to the pseudo-random protection. So you are going to get at least that. For whatever player ends up with only getting them based off of the pseudo-random, wow, you should buy a lottery ticket. We expect players to get far more out of that and then even more out of the vault.
They changed the summoning sickness.
The other part that I know I'm really excited about is getting more playtime on Dominaria itself. I was really curious about how the sagas were going to play out, and I forgot to add them into this deck. But I've been having more success with them than... I shouldn't have done that. This is what I get for talking and playing at the same time. More success with them than I thought. They are a really interesting mechanic. There was another quick question on, I believe, the Thallid and how its +1/+1 works. As soon as it goes into the battlefield, that applies to other creatures. So why are we waiting on Dominaria drafts? Part of that is actually to ensure that the bots have the information that we need them to have to draft correctly. In the future, we're going to be pulling data from our pod drafts to basically inform the bots. Right now, we're pulling that data from MITGO. So we're giving...
It's Magic Online for people who don't, people who are not inside
from
this
Magic
building.
Online. So basically, right now, we're waiting for some aggregate data from Magic Online to pull that data and allow the bots to do things more intelligently.
All right. Time for this deck to start doing some of the stuff that it does.
Question is, do you get any gold rewards after the 4th win of the day? And the answer at the moment is no, you do not.
No more gold after
events
4
are for,
wins.
though, right?
Correct. Again, we expect people to take the gold they have earned, go into events if they want to continue that grind. We will see, is this the final economy? We're certainly not there yet. We've got some closed beta yet to go. We will...
I think that was people's primary outrage who wanted to carry on earning shit through the grind, is that after your 4th win, it was all worthless. But I thought that was acceptable because it put a lot of players who didn't have time to play 30 matches in a day at the same acquisition rate as the people who could only play for an hour. I thought that was good. I'm kind of glad that there are no rewards after 4 wins. The grind are events, and I still feel like events are not going to pay out because there's no reliability. If you draft a shit deck, you're going to lose all your coins, and that's that. But then that's where your spondoolies come in. That's how Whizbangs plan to make the cash, I presume.
Let people play in this, we'll get feedback, and we'll see where we go from there. So with the front list sets, there may be delays on the quick draft. That's a place where pod draft would happen first potentially.
The wipe is, I think the wipe that we've announced is when we go to open beta. Is that correct?
Correct. The next planned wipe is with open beta.
When will the update happen? We're taking things down to put everything on tomorrow. So the update will be accessible as soon as we are back up from that at some point tomorrow. And this is a big update. Like, we've gone through all the changes, and so it's going to take a bit to put it up. But we've had some surprises in the past. Just keep an eye out. Make sure that you're following us on Twitter, especially at MTG_Arena. You can also check the server status subforum for an idea of when we're down and when we're up. Okay.
So one of the questions I saw fly by is why not have more rewards past the initial wins? And part of that is a time valuation. You know, we want players to be able to get in and get their rewards out of the economy, and then sort of, if they're done for the day, they're done for the day, go on and do other things. One of the things we got out of the ICRs is if you have that trickle rate in there, you know, players will go after it, and it leads to not necessarily the most healthy play experiences, because if you're grinding a deck for long periods of time, it can be a grind.
Well, first of all, Chris, let's just call a spade, as we say in England. If you're doing that, you're a fucking nerd. And if you're a nerd, there's no helping you, you fucking knobheads. But I'm glad they've just fully erased it, so that there's just no, that I was going to say hopefully it will lead to experimental decks and people having fun. But these little dick knobs are just going to cling to their ranks now and be like, oh, I'm a master tier. I did it. I did it, Dad. We're master tier on MTG Arenas by playing mono red all day and then occasionally playing Scarab Gods. Eat my bollocks, you fucking nerds. Play your horny, ranked draft shit grinds and take 4 minutes per turn. I'll probably just shit on my new keyboard. Fuck you. Fuck everyone who do. Fuck you too, watching this video.
Some of it is, you know, we'll see how the events do, and do they actually provide the post, you know, core play experience that we're looking for? We think they will, but you know, that's part of this test. I am in trouble.
I mean, I have one creature that can attack, so you're not in that much trouble.
Yeah, one of the questions, can the servers handle the stress after the big update? If you see any stress on my face, it is certainly around that. We are expecting more players than we have ever seen in the game before with this update. It is a very large update with systems going out that we have never tested at quite this human scale before. We've got lots of back-end testing that implies that we should be fine. This is also the first time where we may hit our player cap. So if we do that, you will see a, sorry, we're full, retrying a little bit. We're going to be working on making that experience better with a queue in the future. I should have cast and not talked.
It's okay, you even made phase B, that's fine. You can do whatever you like. You're the boss, you're in charge.
So for the person who's just in, I advise going to the forums and reading the state of the beta. You will get all the economy information there. At the moment, all of our servers are located in the States. Looking at regions is something on our radar, but we have not split out yet. I should get reported for slow play.
You should get reported for being a fucking
Oh, it's
asshole.
okay. Here in like 5 minutes, I'm going to make you concede to me if I haven't beaten you already. Let's get this back.
Yeah, state of the beta as a chat command would have been a good idea.
Wonder if we have any of our. We're going to be on this channel for a bunch today, as well as on a whole bunch of other channels. You guys should go make sure that you're familiar with those streamers who are streaming in the early access event afterwards. Sure, we'll do some blocking. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so one of the questions is around cards that you're going to be seeing across sets, so like Legion, Conquistadors, and the like, especially when they've got the same art. That's definitely something we're talking about. I don't have an answer for you at the moment, but it's something that we're discussing.
Ugh.
Man, in terms of payment options, I don't have the exact in front of me. My memory is Visa and MasterCard to start, with additional ones coming online as we go out.
All right. Ooh, how is it determined which packs you get from your rewards? Like which set? It's a good question.
That is a good
What's the
question.
question?
So when you win packs as a reward, is it the most recent set?
It's the most recent set, yeah.
Bullshit.
Well, now you've got me questioning it. I know the weekly wins have gone to Dominaria. I know that for Dominaria Draft, it's Dominaria. And now I'm questioning whether it's Amonkhet Hour for that draft.
Yeah, recent sets. Come
so
on.
the question was...
Fucking, this guy is the shittest player if he has to actually answer questions. See, ladies and peeps, talking and playing is a tough combination. That's why that's the only reason I ever make mistakes, because I like to run my mouth 200 miles an hour. Also, you have to fucking let people choose the packs they want. Otherwise, we're just going to get Dominaria slogs, and then when the next set comes out, we're going to have that, and the first set that's out, no one's going to touch it. Like, there's already no zombie decks in Magic Arena because nobody opens any Amonkhet packs. Rub my ass.
Are again, on the pseudo-random for the card bundles, those are part of the pseudo-random system. We know from that system you will get at least that many. We expect you to get more than that.
Yeah, I know I could play the Gitu Lava Runner. I'm well aware. I am under the same thing where I am paying attention to what's going on and also getting ready for the fact that we literally want to stop streaming just before 1 o'clock because you guys should not be paying attention to us. You should be paying attention to the 27 streamers we have participating in our early access event. We're going to be giving them access to exactly what we've been playing on right now. You can find the full list in the state of the beta.
I'm so close to... I got to say it. 27 of those streamers How many? You don't know what I look like, so you'll just have to take my word for it. How many, if I was all in a Kill Bill dance floor, do I think I could knock out before I found myself in trouble? I think a lot. I think a lot, ladies. I don't know why. Don't know why I mentioned that. I don't know why it popped into my head. It often does when I think of a large room of Magic's men. I just think, if it broke down, how many could I actually kill before I got in trouble? It's usually quite a lot, I think. Anyway, let's move on.
On the forums.mtgarena.com. It's on the general discussions tab. It should be pinned by now. Go watch them. They are way more entertaining than we are.
That's not
and
true.
We're going to set them loose, let them build whatever decks they want to with all the Dominaria cards, have fun for a couple of hours, and then you guys will get to watch Quick Draft in action, because the second half of this, the second 2 hours of our early access event, we're going to open up the Quick Draft queue and let people go to town, build their decks, and battle. You may find, as you're watching them, they may get matched up against somebody with a mythic orange name. We've got some wizards in play.
That sounds like it should be fun. I don't know. Paulie Cheap's better be in that if he's literally in the same building that this is filmed. The fact he hasn't done any of these is still a fucking outrage. All right, I'm pretty sure he's not going to end the talk this stream with anything interesting. I will put a link to I think it's Chris Clay State of the Bollocks address, because I presume everything that he says in this will be outlined in a bit more detail and succinctly put. So I'll link that. Until then, I don't know. Make sure you enjoy wanking. Laters.